I think some people view calling as a straight line where it's, and I'm talking specifically more to young people. Um, and I think two things happen. One, they see it as a straight line. They're in their early 20s, and so they don't want to pick this job or pick this career or whatever because they feel, well, I'm called to that. And so the thought of even just a tent making career, just to be a good husband and a good father, and tent making isn't, Paul made tents, and
Mm-hmm.
the Apostle Paul, and it's just as a career path to do something. But then they feel later in life, and then there's middle-aged people that I've been with and pastored with, where there's sometimes this thought of like, well, I missed it. The exit ramp was way back there in my 20s, and I missed it, and so now I'm just always playing catch up, or I'm now not able to be who God has called me to be because I missed an exit
I
15
went through
years
that.
ago.
I went through that in my mid 40s, and I thought, and I used to pray for forgiveness. What happens to the guy who doesn't heed the call?
Wow.
So you go through a time of guilt, stuff like that. But what I have learned, and I've got the wisdom of years, is that God uses all of these circumstances in our lives, whether it's making tents or selling old coins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He uses all of our life circumstances, the good things and the bad things, to wire us up for the moment that he needs you and for whatever's next in your life. And so anytime I see somebody that's going through a rough time, my thought goes to, instead of, wow, that really stinks and I really am sorry for them, is now I can go to, wow, I wonder what God's going to store for them next, because this is tough. Clearly, he's trying to build something into them for what's next for them.
Yeah.